always tell that to everybody that kind of glamorizes the four wives thing, and I say no, it's horrible. Everybody's miserable, including the children. The children don't have an identity. Don't do that. It's not okay. Stop glamorizing it, because it's a load of nonsense. But I can understand that the Quran says that. I can see that the Quran says that, but I don't know that everything that when you do something in practice and it doesn't work, but that doesn't mean to say that,
Question.
Amina, did you hear the video of Ali Dawa, and he is from England, about having secret wife?
I've seen multiple videos of him talking about like polygamy and stuff, and like having, I don't know if it's
video,
about wife.
why men get secret second wife, and if you watch the video, you will see that they agree that the Prophet said you can lie to your wife and you can have a second wife. Okay, do you like I want you to be honest with me. Do you agree with the teaching of Islam that your husband, he marry you, he said to you in the morning I love you, and afternoon he said that to other secret wife, and by night he said to the third secret wife, and by the other morning he said to the fourth secret wife? What kind of religion, this religion we are talking about? Go ahead.
I wouldn't, obviously. If I was seeking out a husband, I wouldn't want that at all. And and if he was doing that, I'd feel betrayed, and that's not the kind of life that I want to live in. At the very least, you could do is be honest with people and tell them what you're going to do. But I don't agree that you should have a secret second, third wife or whatever. That's not right. You shouldn't do that.
Let us hear, me and you, for a little bit, what Ali Dawa he said, and Mimi Hijab, and give me your comment.
I think that take on another wife and all the responsibilities that come with another wife. Good. How many men will agree to that?
For example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
Yes, you can. You can say that.
You can say that.
Yes, I personally believe this is.
If we sit down and we talk about it, and I take my selfish needs out of it, i.e., me wanting him all to myself, I need to understand them. So I need to sit down and I need to really think about how this is going to affect him. It could lead him into doing zina.
Imagine, Amina, this Muslim woman, she is saying that when she takes one husband only for herself, she is being selfish.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit silly. I think you then have to consider the caliber of men and the standard of that you're setting for yourself. I don't believe in this. I live in. I hear everything. I get the red pill community of men have desires that need to be met, blah blah blah. The Andrew Tates of the world, blah blah blah. Alpha males, da da da. I don't. I think that whole idea is nonsense. It's immoral. It's corrupting society. It shouldn't happen. And I don't believe in the fourth wife. I can, you can still be a Muslim and not want that. I don't think it's not one of those articles of faith that you have to say, oh, well,
how you can be a Muslim and you don't need to believe in that if this is what Islam teach.
Yeah, but, just because it says you can do it doesn't mean you have to do it. You have to discern for yourself.
It's not about. It's not actually, you are not even qualified to say what you can take. You are the female. It's the man decision. The man. So you are in Islam, you cannot even discuss this issue and say, oh, this is not right. Who are you? I'm not disrespecting you, by the way. In Islam, you are nobody.
No.
As you see, those men, they brought 4 Muslim girls, put them in the stage with no shame. And one of them, she said, I understand that men, they want to have more intimacy. So we know that this is all is about sex. So what kind of religion sacrifice family bonds with intimacy, and how that will make the man have a better family? Because if you have children, I will tell you, when I was a kid in the Middle East, I grew up between Muslims. So once there's a kid, he come to my house, I go to his house, and once he said the F word to his brother. He said it to his mother. I said, you idiot, how you say that? Isn't him your brother? He said, oh yeah, but his mother is not my mother. This is the first time ever I see someone, because I thought all of them, they are like us, Christians. One woman,
Oh.
one man, one family. There's no my mother and your mother. But it turned to be in the Muslim family are very much divided. And then I learned how they even kill each other for the sake of the money. How the women pull the hair of each other fighting over a dress the husband he bought or a perfume. How things is corrupt and disgusting. How the family is so much destroyed. How the kids, when the father he died, later the same kid when his father died, they were shooting at each other for the sake of the money. So how that will make a family if I teach my followers to lie to their wives, husband lie to his husband, the wife lie to her husband, children are hating each other, seeking secret wives just for the sake of, intimacy.
Yeah.
And here we ask ourselves, when God he created Eve, what Adam was doing? He was watching porn because Eve is not enough.
Well, I don't think porn existed in heaven.
So you see the idea, all the excuses they are giving is false, is stupid, is satanic, and a man, this in the Bible says, the Bible describes actually the women the same as the church, and the man he gave himself the same as the Messiah.
Fuck up, nigga. You're so retarded.
He's using voice changer. This guy, he don't dare even to use his voice. Anyway, so in the Bible, it's a man. He give himself to the women, and the women with the man will be united. Echad. That is very beautiful. So
yeah,
why in Christianity we can have one, and they are talking about if you don't have a one woman, then you are going to cheat. Well, okay, Muhammad, when Khadija she was alive, he have only one wife. Did he cheat?
I hope not.
He did. Muhammad,
He
he
did.
went. Yeah, according to the stories, this is supposedly after Muhammad.
Oh.
He went to the house of his own son after Khadija's death, and he flirted with her with his wife.
Oh, Zainab.
Zainab, exactly.
Right,
So now
yeah.
we know what kind of a prophet you have, and what kind of religion you are born to, Amina. So I ask you, you sound like a decent lady, and your family, they are a good family, and obviously Islam does not fit with you, and you don't fit with Islam. So why you don't leave?
I think I respect my family. I love them, and like I mentioned to you, I come from a family with multiple wives, multiple. It's very messy. I wouldn't if there's anybody out there, please don't do it. Your kids will grow up confused. And so that's the only thing I have to say. But I think the reason why I don't is because I hold to the idea that, obviously my family is, my whole lineage, my tribe spread Islam, across what helped spread Islam. They fought for it, and I don't know what else is. I like I said, I've been reading about Christianity and stuff. I do think has some very beautiful elements. The Old Testament's less so. New Testament really, really touches the heart. But I think I look around me, and I was with my cousins today, and I look at them and I see them and I see how decent they are. I see how decent everybody around me is, and I do, because I've been watching your videos, and I think, and I hear what you're saying, and I hear what you say to the people that debate you, and I just think surely that it's not the truth, because if it is, then then everybody around me, we're all decent, we're all good people, we've all been brought up with the foundations of Islam, so how can that be?
Well, about
If
this,
Islam was corrupt,
about decency, I don't agree with you. I say, and I'm not trying to insult you, I came to the Middle East. I never saw decency. The grocery store, they cheat. The butcher, he cheat. The judge, he cheat. The police is a cheater. The governor is a thief. The imam is a child molester. Everybody is but everybody pray 5 times. They wear white clothes on the Friday, when they want to pray, they open the windows so all the neighbors can see them that they are praying. When Ramadan come, they put salt in their mouth, but they eat all day long. So when they leave the house, they put salt so they can make their lips dry. So what I learned about Muslim, that decency is the last thing. I'm not talking about your family. I don't know you. I'm not trying to insult you. But my experience
No,
with decency, that Islam
can be
is
said about
zero
Christians.
decency.
yeah, I have a few
I wanna-
questions to ask because nobody has ever answered me this question right, and I'm going to mention it. I hope that nobody gets offended. But have you ever heard about? This is not to derail the topic. It's just a question that I have to help me understand. Because if it is, then I don't know what to do. Have you heard about FGM, female genital mutilation? Like
Yeah, the Muslim they practice that, and this is one of the
yeah, but
reasons.
is it because no, like I've asked people around me and I've said, is it in the Quran? Is it Sunnah? Is it, and you know, they say no because you know most other Muslim countries it seems to be rife in, you know, North Africa and parts of West Africa, but other people who are also Muslim, you know, in the East and stuff don't do it, and so it must not be Islamic, you know. So I'm just wondering from your knowledge and from your
Yeah, but
I haven't.
okay, but I want to ask you
It's not in the Quran.
if this is not Islamic, so where the Muslim get this from?
Culture.
I don't know.
Uh,
I
Why does it
don't
have
know.
to be Islamic, by the way?
we have a Muslim here trying to join us. Can you give us just some time? I will be with you, my friend, if you don't mind.
I just don't want you to. Yeah, I'm being muted. Hello?
Just wait a little bit. A little bit, I will be with you. So, and Amina will join
Can I
us.
engage
please.
in the conversation? Is that possible?
Yeah, you can, but just a second. All right? Okay.
Yeah, just one thing. I'll just say two things. And I mean, I don't know why you're asking a Christian a Muslim question. I don't know why.
I'm asking because I'm asking
stupid to do,
because
but
I have
anyways.
asked. Are you willing to let me respond? I have asked people in my community and they've said no, it's not. And so I from what I can understand, I can see that, okay, despite Christian Prince's ways of talking that I may not be 100% fond of, I can see that there is a bit of honesty in him that I'm
He's
willing
been
to listen to
insulting
it.
the whole time. Where's the honesty? An honest
Okay.
person wouldn't
Yeah,
insult
Okay,
me to say something like that.
Amina, can I talk to him? But just don't leave, please. So, Mr. Ratham, your name?
Yeah, rhythm.
Okay. You said that this is coming from the culture, correct?
No, I didn't say it's coming from culture. I said, why does it have to come from Islam? It can come from culture, no? Necessity, it comes from.
No. So, where it's coming from? Women and men circumcision. It's coming from where?
What's woman's circumcision? And show me where it is in Islam.
No, I'm asking you. She just mentioned it. Are you saying she's lying?
Yeah, I said, show me where it is in Islam. I didn't
Are
say
you?
she didn't
So, I'm
mention it.
asking you why Muslim they do it if it's not in Islam.
Yeah, we don't know. It's most likely culture. Why? It's not Islam because I've never heard of something like that in Islam. And I'm asking you to provide evidence of
Okay.
such female circumcision.
Okay. All right. Let us go
Anyways,
and see.
and also
No,
another
hold
thing
on.
is, you're
No,
telling-
hold on.
also-
So you
okay,
said
just-
this is culture. This is not your religion teaching, correct?
Sure, yeah.
I would be honored if it's not. That would be amazing. But like I said, I'm asking somebody that.
I mean, I'd say this is a question to ask an imam.
Yeah, like I said,
You see,
I-
he is
Christian Prince.
trying to avoid what I'm saying. So Amina,
look,
don't ask Christian
I'm not.
Prince.
I'm waiting for you to
No,
provide.
no,
your
I'm
evidence.
asking
waiting
you.
for to
I'm
provide your
asking
evidence.
you.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you. Listen. So, is it from Islam teaching women they should do circumcision, or it is not?
What is women's circumcision exactly? I don't understand what that is.
Cutting her clitoris.
it
Cutting her what?
varies. It has
Cutting
4
her
different
clitoris.
types.
So, is cutting the clitoris of the women is Islamic or not?
I don't know. I don't believe it's Islamic.
So you said you are teaching her to ask who, but you yourself, you are a grown man, you do not know anything about this?
So yeah, it's not Islamic. I want you to show.
How come you are
Possible.
sure it's not Islamic? Is that because it's ugly and
Because I
evil?
don't believe I've heard of any of this. I've discussed many of these moral
So
topics.
let me ask you, is that disgusting to hear that there is some people they do circumcision for women?
What's the benefit of the circumcision?
I'm asking you, is it disgusting for you or not? You tell me.
I'm asking you, what's the reason for the circumcision?
I'm asking you, stop asking me, asking you, my friend. Can you tell me what is your opinion of women circumcision? Is it good?
What does my opinion have